Hi everyone, and welcome back to Beautiful British English. Today's lesson is about using will and going to in the future. I've had lots of questions about this recently, so I thought I'd do a quick tutorial for you so you understand the differences. Right, so welcome back. So today we are talking about the future. We're describing the future in the future simple using will and going to. Okay, now pronunciation wise, let's just talk about pronunciation of going to, because 99% of the time when you listen to a native English speaker, you're going to hear it pronounced gonna. You're gonna hear it pronounced gonna. Okay, gonna. Okay, so that's like, it's a sort of slang pronunciation. Very rarely will we pronounce it going to unless we are really emphasizing the words going to. You're going to hear it as I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Okay? So think about that. Remember that in terms of pronunciation. If you want to sound like a native, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Not I'm going to do it tomorrow, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Okay? Now let's take a look at why we use will or going to. Yeah? So you can see some of the reasons why we would choose will over going to or going to over will. Let's look at the similarities before we start looking at the differences though. Because we can use going to and will to talk about predictions and decisions. But you will notice they are although they are similar and the same, they're also slightly different, because here we're talking about a prediction, or we're going to predict something where there is actual evidence. For example, if you look out of the window and you see black clouds in the sky, you might say, I think it's going to rain. Okay? There's evidence, there's physical evidence that you can see. Yeah? Whereas we use will to make a prediction based on our opinion, our feelings. Yeah? So, whereas outside, we can look outside and we can see clouds in the sky and we can make a prediction, it is going to rain. Perhaps here we're talking about our favourite sports team, and in my opinion, my sports team will win the game. That's my prediction. Yeah, my team is better than the other team, so we are going to win. We will win the game. That's my prediction based purely on opinion. Okay, there may be evidence, we may have won every other game, so there may be evidence, but my opinion is just the prediction is just based on my opinion in this instance. Okay, okay, so again, making decisions. You might suddenly have to make a decision, and if you're making a decision that affects you immediately, right now, you would use will. I will do it now. I will do it immediately. Whereas you might make a decision about something that might happen in 5 minutes in the future or in 5 days. I am going to do it in 5 minutes. That's a decision, but it's a decision that's not immediate, it's a decision in the future. Okay? So we can use both going to and will to describe decisions. But going to describes a decision that will happen some point in the future. Will describes the decision that is immediate. I will do it now. Okay, right. So those are the similarities. Let's look at some of the differences. We've already spoken about evidence. Going to is always used when there is evidence. When you can see something happening, you can say, right, that happens, then it's going to do this. Yeah? Evidence. We also use going to when it is our intention to do something. So, I am going to do my homework. I am going to study English. You intend to do it, but something may happen that stops you from doing it. So it's your intention. Okay? Will on the other hand, is used when we are making a promise. Okay? Don't use going to for promises. Use going to for your intention. Use will to make a promise. We use will to give our opinion about something. Okay? We also use will when there is a fact. Okay? A fact could be something scientific, or it could be just something that happens at work, at home. Yeah, it's a fact. It's something that is true. Now we use will to request for information and to offer things as well. So, will you help me? And I will help you if you like. So that's a request and an offer. And we also use will a lot to describe what I call our beliefs. So you might, if you are religious, you probably will talk about, okay, your beliefs, your belief in God and what will happen to you. You know, if you follow the rules and do everything that the Bible or whichever book you read tells you to do. You describe your beliefs. So before we finish, let's just go over a few other important things for you guys to remember. And I just want to remind you first of all about pronunciation of going to, okay? You have heard me pronouncing it going to during this video lesson, but especially in movies and TV shows and native speakers, you're probably going to hear it pronounced gonna most of the time, okay? So when you hear gonna, remember it is going to, okay? Now, going is also the present continuous form of the verb go, which you will use the present continuous to describe future arrangements. So meetings that you arrange in the future, you will use the present continuous form to describe those. Tomorrow I am going to the dentist. Yeah? I am meeting with Stephen next Tuesday. I am meeting. Okay? So remember, going can be used in the present continuous form, which also describes the future. Right, bit of fun for you guys. Now, I will. Okay, we all know that I will can contract down to I'll. Yeah? Now, I'll, when you hear somebody say I'll do something, so we're not emphasizing the I will, okay? We're just contracting it to I'll. And when you hear someone use I'll, I want you to listen to the tone of voice, because the tone of voice will dictate what they're saying and what they mean. Okay? If I say to you, I will, okay, I will do my homework. I am giving you a promise. I am emphasizing I will, and that is demonstrating a promise. Okay? But now if I say, okay, I'll do my homework. Now hear my tone of voice. Okay, I'll do my homework. I'm kind of, you know, there's no real promise there. I'm agreeing generally with what's being discussed, and I'm being cordial, which is, cordiality means you're saying what is expected of you. Yeah, so, okay, I'll do my homework, but only if I really have to. My intention is not to do my homework, but if you're going to force me to do my homework, I'll do it. Yeah? So, if you have teenage children, you will be familiar with this phrase, okay, I'll do my homework. But you know very well that they're not doing it because they want to do it, they're doing it because you are trying to force them to do it. Okay? Right. As always, that is the end of this short video lesson. Any questions, please let me know. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and see you again soon.